So with the passing of Ozzy Osbourne, some of my supporters asked me to look at some of his songs, and I'm happy to do so. I've listened to them since I was young, but wasn't very much Christian or Catholic then. And I think it's appropriate to start with looking at the band he got famous in, Black Sabbath, right? So Black Sabbath is the name. What is a Sabbath? It's the time where we stop the things that are less important, like work and all the stuff that we do every day, to focus on things that are more important, like worship of God, music, family, leisure things, that kind of stuff. So what would a opposite Sabbath be? It'd be us stopping the things like work and stuff that are more important to focus on things that are less important. Nonsense. It'd be a day for doing stuff that there's no reason to do. So in that sense, bad stuff. So I think that the whole thing of a band naming themselves Black Sabbath is bad because it'd be not focusing on the arts, right? It's just nonsensical, but I think they just did it because shock value. But one of their most iconic songs, I think, plays into this whole thing. It reminds us that we don't just need the arts in school, which we do. We need every human being should develop themselves in the arts in some ways. That's not just me. Vatican II says that. But we don't just need the arts. We also need philosophy or just clear thinking. I thought I'd look at one of their most iconic songs, Iron Man. When I was younger, I thought that this was about the comic book character, and I was very, very confused because I read a lot of comic books, and this doesn't seem to fit. If you look at it, it wasn't made off of any character or anything. It was made from, they had come up with some really cool sound, and they're like, well, we need to make lyrics that fit with this, which it is really cool sound. I really like the instruments in this song. But the lyrics are actually very connected to the whole idea of Black Sabbath. It's about the Antichrist, right? The author was brought up Catholic, and so Christ was very much in his background of thought, and he was all like, well, Christ was this person who, when people hated him, he still loved them and said, Father, forgive them. What about an opposite? A guy that tries to save people, but people don't appreciate it, so instead of forgiving them, he goes on vengeance. And so I think, that's very good. It's not very clearly spelled out in the lyrics because the lyrics are kind of confused. But okay, there's this Antichrist figure. So the lyrics I don't think are very good, so in that sense it's not a good song, but I do think it's good in that it's a bridge between the secular world, right? Black Sabbath is kind of a secular band, and the religious world. But it also shows, because we have this good idea of, what would a reversed Christ be like, but not expressed very well in the lyrics. That shows we need more philosophy in addition to the art.